All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that it kind of came to my attention. Actually, had nothing to do with work or nothing to do with real estate, I should say, and it just kind of really. I opened a package at home and from something that I had purchased, and it really immediately, as soon as I saw this and as soon as I read it, I immediately thought, oh my God, the real estate agents need to be doing this. This is an opportunity for them. So I made some notes and I want to talk about the overall arching subject first, and then I'm going to go over what I was, what it brought my attention to. Okay. So the aspect of marketing that I want to talk about with you guys today are reviews. Okay. They're so important, so super important. However, many of you that have never sold a property do not know how to go about getting reviews because you think I don't have anything to be reviewed yet. So there's two different kinds that I want you guys to focus on. The QSS reviews, the ones that you saw all of the big Cube awards for at the thing last week. Those are super important, and those are done after closings. Those are done with clients, whether you're on buyer side, seller side. They fill out the form and submit it, and it goes throughout Century 21's system and through their website and things like that. Yes, super important. And that is how you win that award. And that's how they show up on your website. However, before anyone ever makes it to your website, when they think about doing business with you, they're going to Google you. So your Google reviews carry just as much weight. You don't get a nice, cool Cube Crystal Award for them, but you get business from them. All right, which some people would argue is more important. And you can do those for anything at all. If you're a new agent and you don't have a lot of business, you can get a Google review. You can ask for a review on Google after you give someone a listing presentation. Even if they don't go with you, if you were professional and they enjoyed it and it was a hard decision and they're like, oh man, but we went with this other person because blah, blah, blah. Ask them to give you a review. Send them a link to your Google business profile. Ask for a review. After showings, if you showed people the places and they didn't buy any of them, but you had a great working relationship with them, ask them for a review. Just how wonderful doing business with you was. You showing them a property, whether they buy it or not, is them doing business with you. Okay. I don't care if you sold a bike on Facebook Marketplace. If you sold someone some old roller skates on Facebook Marketplace, ask for a review. Send them your Google business and say, hey, would you mind doing me a favor and giving me a review on doing business with me? And they'll post on it. All right. These things are important. So important that it really, I mean, I've always thought they were this important, but it really didn't hit me until I opened the package from something that I bought online, and there were a couple of cards in it. Okay. And I'm going to recommend that you guys get some of these made as well. All right. And you figure out how we're going to translate this into your business. But one side of this card for the thing I ordered online just says thank you. Okay. That's just one side right there. The other side has a little note on it. All right. And the title is, can I be honest with you? So I thought, all right, this person wants to be honest with me. Let me see what she has to say. So, and especially you new agents, I want you to think about how you can phrase this for yourself. All right. She says, I'm new to this whole Amazon thing. Little laughy emoji. I'm a mom, a teacher, and an aspiring full-time YouTuber by day, and a bubble wrap fighting, order fulfilling ninja by night. After struggling to find products that met my specific needs as an active YouTuber, I decided to create a line that could help and inspire content creators like you and me. I hope my products serve you just as much as they've served me. Please don't forget to leave a 5-star rating if you love your item or your experience with me, in other words, and check out what else I have in store. There's some other items on there. You wouldn't need that part. All right. So that's the first card. Really cool. The second card, and it, by the way, because she's a mom and a teacher, and she's, which, hey, some of you are, I'm a single mom and launching my real estate career, just as compelling. The other thing she had, I only want you to take one thing from. All right. She's known as the brain Barbie. Okay. That's her ID, her identity on YouTube. But she had another card in there, and she had a QR code on it right here, a QR code that links back to her store. Now, what I want you to think about is a QR code that links back to your Google reviews. And I want you to put it on this card. All right. So when you have an interaction with someone, you send them a little thank you card with a sweet little message on it about how you are, a brand new to the industry, or however you want to say it, whatever most compelling way you can come up with to say it. And if you want to, come sit down with me and I'll help you word that out. Okay. And then I want you, instead of other items down here, I want you to put a QR code with the little frame around it that says scan me. All right. And that's going to take you take them straight to your Google business profile, where they can then fill out a Google review on you. You will accumulate Google reviews at an alarming rate. And every time you do, that will boost you in Google's algorithm a little bit more. Okay. Do not fall into the trap of thinking that you have to close on a property on a buyer side or seller side in order to get a review from someone. Get a review from any kind of business that you do with anyone whatsoever. Think about making that card. Think about being honest with them. Think about how you're going to phrase that. And when you want to create the QR code, if you guys want to jot this down, it's QR dash code, CODE dash generator, GENERATOR.com. QR-code-generator.com. It's free. You create them free online and download it. You can sign up for an account there. It's also free. And if you sign up for an account, you have a few more options with she has a fancy little frame around hers. It says scan now. You get more little cool things like that. But there are some basic frames that you can put around it without creating an account. All right. Now, aside from your postcard, I want you to consider other ways of asking for these reviews, guys. A phone call to prompt them to do it. A phone call followed up by a text message with a link straight to it. Don't make them work. Call them and ask them, hey, I'm gonna send you a text real quick with a link to my Google review. Would you please leave me a really quick review? Really would help out a lot. Thank you so much. Loved doing business with you. You can send them an email with the link. Include the link in there. Always include the link. Do not make them go search and find you, because they will not. They don't have time. Like Mike's call said this morning, they often go, I just didn't have time to call you back. They didn't have time and they don't want to. But if you put it in front of them, they will go and do it. Send them a Facebook message. Tag them in a tweet. Reach out to them on social media somehow. If you're connected with them in those on those platforms, and provide the link. Ask for a Google review. They'll do it. If you make it easy enough for them, and you were, obviously, if you were pleasant to do business with, if you weren't so pleasant to do business with, they'd be like, crazy, you lost your mind. You don't want me to give you a review. Then, but if it's a good thing, take advantage of that. I know you guys all do. You've shown houses to really good people who you got along with splendidly, and it just didn't work out for some reason. Their offer lost out. They ended up deciding not to buy or not to sell or whatever the case is. They still had a very pleasant transaction with you. Really, really pleasant transaction. Take advantage of that and get a good review from that. It's gonna change your online presence big time. Reviews carry weight. Everyone knows it. When you go to buy something, the first thing you do is you look down at those reviews. You got a whole bunch of 4 and 5 stars or a whole bunch of 1 and 2 stars. If you got a bunch of 1 and 2s, you scoop on to the next item. You don't even look at it anymore. Don't do that. Don't be the person who leaves those 4 and 5 star reviews on the table when you could have snagged them up just by any type of business that you've done with these folks. Okay. So yes, get the QSS reviews after closings, crazy important. But what I feel like sometimes could be more important are the Google reviews. All right. And if you want to see the cards, they're on my desk. You can actually come look at them, hold them, read them, make a copy of them, do whatever. And if or I may make some scans of them and post them, but come by and see them, take a look at them in the office. I see a bunch of you are in the office. Come by and take a look. It's good stuff. That woman got me right when I opened that package. I was like, oh, cool. That's the item I was looking for. And then I saw that and oh, what's a card? And I read it and I immediately had this sense of peace and calm. I was like, she's a mom and a teacher and doing this at night. How cool is that? Yes, I will give her a review. Absolutely. I'll help that woman build her business. I respect her. I respect what she's doing now. Could have been some corporation could care 2 cents about, but no, it's a mom and a teacher. So yeah, I'm all about supporting her. You will have people like that about you too. Okay. You just got to find a way to tell your story in a compelling manner to do that. All right. Open it up to questions. You guys can unmute if you have a question. Anybody? No questions?
You answered my question. I was going to ask, did you leave her a review?
I did. 100%. Yeah. She got 5 stars. Doing her thing. I love it. And she inspired me, for crying out loud, which I could tell by all of her content is her goal, to inspire people. I mean, she's the brain Barbie. She calls herself. Hack your brain and control your life. So I'm all about it. All right. If you don't have any questions, if you have some that you didn't want to ask on here or something, just stop by my office and let's talk about it. And I'll leave the cards on the corner of my desk so you guys can come by and take a look at them. Okay. Sweet. All right, guys, go out there. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.